Takže nazdar, Mikin, já vás vítám u dalšího reakčního videa. Bohužel Helluva Boss a Has-Been Hotel scéna je v současné chvíli poněkud suchá. Jako ano, měli ten livestream, kde arguably dropli hodně informací, ale já opravdu odmítám procházet několika hodinový voc z livestreamu, jenom proto, abych extrahoval a rozpitval nějaký věty, které řekli, takže to si budete muset udělat sami, to fakt ne. Tolik času bohužel nemám. Každopádně, aby to tady nebylo zas tak suchý, zas tak tichý na tomhle kanále a vůbec jako moje aktivita je teď úplně, že pryč i na tom druhém kanále. Jednoduchý důvod, já pracuju hodně na teď kostýmech, na cosplayích, na Anime Fest, který je v současné chvíli za 16 dní a já nejsem ještě hotov, takže já plánuju natáčet na Anime Festu něco málo, takže potom na druhý kanál vám přistane nějaký sestřih z toho a možná to zapojím do té druhé části toho Nejlepší cosplay videa. Každopádně to je k druhému kanálu, tam se teda teď ještě nebude nic dít a tohle z toho dost možná bude poslední video, který udělám do Anime Festu právě, protože fakt prostě nemám čas, už nestíhám a potřebuju se tomu věnovat, ale taky mám tohleto celý, čemu bych se taky měl věnovat a mít tady vždycky že měsíc pauzu není ideální. Takže dneska nebudeme dělat nic Helluva Boss related, nic Has-Been related, ale něco Souls related, moje oblíbený téma, který nikoho na tomhle kanále nezajímá. Každopádně, jeden z mých absolutně nejoblíbenějších tvůrců na téhle skurvený platformě, který má jméno Maxor, vydal něco, na co jsem já a všichni ostatní čekali hodně dlouho. A sice jeho Incorrect Summary Elden Ringu. Jenom abych vás uvedl takhle do obrazu, protože si dovedu představit, že Maxor je u nás takové jako neúplně známý jméno. Maxor a jeho videa, on dělá takovýhle jako summary, jako shrnutí videoher a jeho videa jsou známí tím, že jsou absolutně unhinged. Ono se to těžko popisuje, ale jeden příklad za všechny.
Imagine for a moment that you're this big fucking turkey and it's almost time for Thanksgiving. After a long and arduous battle, you run away as far as you can, but every time you turn around, he's still there. And even worse, it's wearing your skin.
Ten člověk prostě zvládne udělat 80 fucking editů, zvládne narvat 100 mímů do 1 sekundy a pak to udělat milionkrát znova. On je absolutní legenda a právě vydal summary na jednu z momentálně mých nejoblíbenějších her, Elden Ring. Jsou tam věci, které tomu můžu vytknout samozřejmě, ale hele, většinou souhlasím s tím, že je to tak 9,5 z 10. Že je to fakt near perfection, ta hra je tak skvělá, god damn. Už jsem mi to hrál 2krát, takže pro mě spoilery tady žádný neplatí. Já už vím, znám ten lore, a tak jak ho můžete znát, že jo, z Vátýho videí. Znám lore, porazil jsem bosse, prozkoumal jsem oblasti, víceméně všechno, mám i tu PvP experience, což se už lituju. Takže pro mě spoilery žádný tady nebudou, nejspíš. A každopádně pro vás, ano, co se budete dívat, Maxor hodně spoiluje, logicky, protože projde celou tu hru, že jo. Takže budou tady spoilery na Elden Ring, budou tady spoilery nejspíš i na Final Bosse, když tohle je část 1, takže se tady tak daleko nedostaneme. Takže pokud jste tu hru nehráli a nechcete si to vyspoilovat, consider. Takže konečně. Incorrect Summary of Elden Ring. Od Maxora. Část 1. Já si možná epilepsy warning, protože to taky je tady možný. 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. Elden Ring, or as I like to call it, Boomer Band, is a fun new hack and slash and bash and crash my car, developed by Epic Games director Hideo Miyazaki with the express purpose of inflicting pain upon the gaijin. In this adventure, you play as the famous video game's protagonist Elden John as he undergoes many trials and tribulations on his quest to fight the entire Catholic Church and kill God. This game is a little difficult. You could call it the Dark Souls of Skyrim. As such, many challenges await the player.
Dark Souls of Skyrim je actually docela dobrý popis. This footage isn't sped up. Není, to má pravdu, tenhle ten boss je absolutně insane. Malenia je insane.
Most of it is the work of Satan, as is every game made by the Japanese. Spanning a gigantic world slightly larger than Africa, we will find many secrets, uncover many attractions, and slay the entire cast of the Bible. I've always liked that book. My favorite part was the genocide.
True. Radala. What the dog doing? Malikem, what the dog doing? No, it's okay. Holo, ještě teda, co jsem zapomněl, on dal cast jako lidí, co tady budou voiceovat, protože on občas ty videa dělá jako fakt seriózně film style, jo? Že prostě udělá celý narrativ novej. A tady dal cast a tohle je absolutně legendary cast prostě. Gianni Matragano jako Melina je strašně powerful věta. Gianni Matragano je samozřejmě autor takových klasických kousků, jako například
Oh, hey babe.
Potom samozřejmě, tohle mě překvapilo úplně nejvíc. Seth, jehož jméno nebudu celý vyslovovat, protože to neumím. Seth jako Ofnir, teda, pardon. Sir Kion Ofnir. The all-knowing. Protože Seth je taky prostě něco podobného jako Max, on absolutně unhinged psychopath. Dělá skvělý videa, takže nebudu už to pauzovat, zdržovat tam o pár vteřin zpátky, abych to nemyslel. A jdeme spát, jdeme na to. What is he doing? To byl ten, Radagon's dog. The moon and stars.
So we boot up the game and silly me, I forgot to unplug the keyboard so my controller can work. Now I'm free to make my character. Our journey begins inside of the Microsoft PowerPoint, the quality of which being so dubious that it resurrects you from the dead. Wake the fuck up, samurai. Of course, this is a FromSoft game, so Spider-Man is here to send us the fuck back. To our tutorial, which is a whole lot of fun. You know, just making friends, influencing people, and providing intuitive solutions to the issue of life. And with that problem sorted, it's time to take the elevator so we can accomplish the impossible and go outside.
Fuck.
Welcome everyone to Limgrave, land of trees, laborious bears upon the trees, and this white person.
Honest, if you're lost, how about you start by finding some bitches? Stupid weeaboo wearing ass. When's the last time you took a shower with your dirty helmet wearing ass? With your weird ass cargo shorts your mama gave you? Look, what I'm trying to...
The fuck you had to do it to them, god damn it. Každopádně find some bitches, to je obrovský meme v Elden Ringu. V Elden Ring komunitě, protože tenhle ten motherfucker Vare vám prostě hned na začátku řekne Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Takže z toho se samozřejmě začali dělat meme, že no maidens, no bitches. Obrovský meme v téhle komunitě. Love it.
What I'm trying to say is, you're fit. Is mid, and you get zero bitches.
Your face is mid.
I gotta look at those stank-ass vans again.
As per the words of our friendly associate, we proceed towards the castle in search of some bitches. In Dark Souls, we sought after the Dark Soul, and in Bloodborne, we tried to escape Britain. But for Elden Ring, our objective is to get the hose. This is a game mechanic. You cannot level up until you get a girl boss. So with nothing else to do, I guess we'll have to fight this tutorial boss. He's
Pro newcomers tohle není tutorial boss, ok? Serte na něho, skipněte ho, není to worth it, fakt to není worth it. Just prostě běžte dál. Který jsem dal fakt není worth it. Trust me. Ale jo, to je fakt, no prostě nemůžeš se, Elden Ring nemůžeš se vylevelovat, dokud prostě nemáš girlfriend, což je jakože, což je cool, no, což je velice sick mechanika. Díky Miyazaki.
This tutorial is on how to flee in fear and use geometry. Proceeding to the next batch of enemies, we must forsake direct combat in favor of the stealthy techniques of video game protagonist Rigid Danger Mighty Jungle Noodle, at which point they form a violence committee.
No bitches. Tenhle mod chci.
Try finger. But hold.
Sup, bitch?
What the fuck?
My name is Melatonin, and if I may inquire, sir, I am in need of a quirked-up white boy who can bust it down sexual style, so that I may make him goated with the sauce.
Okay.
Okay.
All we have to do now is kill every demigod on the planet.
Every what?
I'm glad you asked. Long ago, this land was ruled by the great Queen Marinara, who pissed off God so badly that he left the fucking universe. Now her power, the Amazon gift card, is shattered, and her athletic scions are holding a contest to see who can die the least.
So God comes back when I kill them?
No, but you get to keep the gift card. These are the faces of evil, who have all claimed a shard of the card. Some seek glory, others redemption, and one is just really attracted to his younger brother.
Wait, what the fuck?
And after countless weekends at university, the tarnished warriors are called upon to rise from their tilted towers and achieve one final victory royale. Jake Paul, bastard of the Badlands, the ever-wet skelly sleeper, the crazy caca consumer.
Musíme pauznout na Gangsterovi, nejlepší postavě ve hře trademark. Gangster, teda, pardon, zase. The Loathsome Gangster. Jaký obrovský mím v téhle komunitě, protože všichni prostě z nějakého důvodu, nevím proč, začali mu dávat jména, který jsou variace Gangster, ale aby začínali stejným písmenem. Nevím proč, Gangster začíná stejným písmenem, ale prostě je to the crazy caca consumer, the devious doo-doo devourer, the ferocious feaster of feces, the Gangster.
And least of all, you, tarnished warrior.
Is there like an opt-out?
Great, I'll send you to my dimensional pocket.
I see.
Yep.
Cool.
The metaverse.
Welcome to the Round Table Hold, a place to rest, make purchases, and converse with the homeless.
Yep.
Do you sell magic? You know what? I'm just gonna go over here now.
Yep.
I'm in hell. Now as for our
By the way, fun fact, před tímhle týpkem na začátku, když to launchilo, já jsem to hrál day one, tak před tímhle týpkem bylo milion zpráv, které byly furt jakože edgelord ahead. It's beautiful.
Reprehensible friends, we could begin with the blacksmith, but he's a little busy right now. So that only leaves one more person, Fia, the deathbed companion, unique among all women, including my mother, for offering to hug me. Of course, I do accept for gameplay reasons, but what I wasn't aware of was that this one action permanently debuffed my health, and I forgot to turn it off. For the entire game, the effect...
Já taky. Yes, tady tenhle ten malej červený. Já jsem celou hru přemýšlel, co to kurva je, a pak jsem přišel na to, že to je prostě debuff. Že ona vám dá item, který když máte, tak máte prostě o 5% nižší health. Což Seth, který je taky tady v téhle castě, se už ve svým videu na Elden Ring zeptal na správnou otázku. What did they mean by this?
Looks like this. And with that, I've reached my limit for human interaction, so it's time to head back.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. To Stormvale Castle, where we can find the first demigod on our list of all people. Our approach begins by moving through the gate. Our approach begins with a battle against the lag beast, but honestly after that, the level is pretty easy. Alright, finally a cutscene.
Oh, tarnished.
God damn it.
In search of the hose.
Unfortunately,
March
I
the
hate women. That sounds like a new problem, Chief. I am also homophobic. And you are looking pretty gay right now. Hey guys, it's me, Maxor. Welcome to the first boss.
I'm a pioneer.
Hrozně threatening sentence. You are looking kinda gay right
He's a
now.
little bit odd, yeah. Margaret Thatcher is a very strong, very agile, and
Margaret
very
Thatcher.
interesting boss. Essentially, his purpose is telling you to fuck off and come back later, preferably when your bones are defragmented from the ass-whooping. He combines delayed attacks, crazy combos, and eventually the Hammer of God, just like the real
By the way, what the fuck? Všechno, co on říká, je accurate, ok? Když budeme mluvit o loru, je to accurate 100% tak, jak to je v té hře. Celý point Elden Ringu, téhleté středověké fantazie, prostě get bitches. He's right.
Margaret Thatcher when she hammered English oppression into the once peaceful streets of Derry. So I think I'm gonna take the hint and leave. Fortunately for us, young Sheldon Ring is a
Hodně
game
lidí to
with all
nepochopilo,
kinds of
že to je
activities to
prostě, že
prepare and
jsem
unwind.
ještě
You
ne.
know, like killing the fucking dragon, which for some reason is easier, just not too much
Yeah,
easier.
actually, yeah. Zabít draka je jednodušší než zabít March.
For the next leg of our journey, the now disgraced loser baby resigns himself to living in the woods. That way, he can exist peacefully among the giant bears and, whatever that is.
Greetings, traveler. I am the Pitbull of the woods. Have you
Pitbull
seen
of the
any
woods.
orphanages nearby?
Why are you asking me that?
No reason. Legend has it that at the edge of these woods, there's a well containing the tastiest children.
Okay.
Go there, traveler, and I will kill the infants of your choice.
Okay, this might seem bad, but I know a good deal when I see one. Unfortunately, I am blind.
Yeah, tohle...
Hey guys, it's Maxor here. Welcome to fucking Space Mountain. I hope you like being trapped in Smurf Valhalla, because these fuckers don't play around.
Smurf Valhalla. Jak na tohle přichází, na tyhle názvy? Ale jo, jako, je to, jsou to šmoulové, jsou modří a je to něco, co vypadá jak Valhalla, je to true, no. Upádně Shofra River, a to bylo největší surprise, co jsem měl v téhle hře, nebo jedno z největších. Prostě ten výtah seriózně jede 2 minuty, jedete dolů a dolů a dolů a dolů a furt se nezastavuje a pak se otevře prostě před váma celý vesmír pod zemí. Insane. Absolutně insane. Každopádně chtěl jsem něco zmínit, ale už jsem na to zapomněl, tak rychle on jede, ty vole.
So to keep things short, this forest is watched over by the spirit of a gentle stag, and my immediate impulse is to kill it. This necessitates lighting 8 fires scattered throughout the sacred grove, or more accurately, sprinting between them while enduring the trials of free acupuncture meets Markiplier jump scare. That is not a sentence I thought was possible, but then again we do have sentient lightning and, Mr. Krabs. So after lighting the fires at the expense of my life, we devour the necessary peyote to enter the spirit cave. And as it turns out, Bambi is back from the woods and they had a gym.
Bambi is back from the woods! You got him.
I like this fight. He shows me how bad I am at the video game and reenacts my trips to the horse race in 2006. Overall, it is a vivid and accurate portrayal of how fun it is to kill innocent forest animals. 10 out of PETA. You don't even get anything from killing him, just the guilt.
Jeho theme song je perfect.
So after exiting the hell that is Quebec, we head across Lingrave to the Weeping Peninsula, called as such for its tendency to rain and also the race war. But before we get into that, we've got a few tasks to do, just like Among Us. These include fighting the sapient tree, uncovering chests that accidentally teleport me to the end of the game, and also
to bylo taky příšerný jumpscare. Já jsem vylezl na věž, otevřel truhlu a najednou BOOM. Konec Ria, hold on, what the fuck? No, ono se ukáže, že jako nemůžete opustit tu malou oblast, na kterou vás to pustí, že jo, ale je to docela furt jumpscare, jakože fuck you, Miyazaki. Yeah. To byl můj input.
The bell, which may or may not cause hearing damage when you get close enough. It even contains the rarest of all loot, a woman who tells us the tale of Castle Morn, a fortress that made the grievous mistake of permitting Furfest 2022 in their local Hilton. Except these are not costumes. My brother in Christ, they are misbegotten chimera and you're going to die. So as can be expected, they massacred everyone and started a county-sized race war, and now they're sending me to clean up their human corpse ball pit. Fortunately, just like all issues in life, this one is fixed with a massacre. They haven't invented war crimes yet. I like this level actually. It's pretty short, just like this video. My favorite detail is that they gave crack to an orangutan. Oh boy, it's more animal cruelty. We're climbing back into Harambe's cage and there is no gun. You know, when he isn't converting my bones to sand, this fight is actually easy, mainly because his health is the size of my prefrontal cortex. But even still, I had a great time reenacting the murders I did 2 years ago. And just like this fight, I will not face the consequences.
Tohle bych řekl, že je ten actual tutorial boss, jako tohle je ideální první boss, protože je tak akorát těžký na ten point ve hře. Není to 3 Sentinel, není to Margit, ty 2 bossové, který potkáte na začátku, ne. Musíte jít do fucking side a oblasti, do který vůbec nemusíte chodit, projít celé je hrad, a až tam je tutorial boss. A dávám jeden z legendary matchů. The Iron Throne Sword.
Enjoy this while you can, because we've got a few more people to talk to, such as D, a man who gives us a fair warning about the dangers ahead.
The village here
has been touched by death.
Thanks, as well as speaking to the sentient jar, which you may find strange, but really we are all containers for suicidal thoughts. So after quelling his, our new friend Jar Jar Binks tells us to head east to an industrious land known as Gary, Indiana. You know, it seems like we're going a little bit off the beaten path with this one, but I'm pretty confident. After all, how bad can it possibly be?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
No.
Oh god.
No.
Let's go back to the castle. This time I think I'll walk all the way back to Margit.
Yeah, Kaylee,
hey guys, it's Maxor here. Welcome back to the Let's Play. And on this episode, Margit is still hard and a bit distrustful. One might say suspicious. We need to eject him. Margit, more like Marge Simpson. Even with better gear, this is a fight that demands, among other things, awareness and patience. Emphasis on the patience. But most importantly, this fight requires experience. Experience gained through fighting zoo animals, dragons, and even Canadians to squeeze out the narrowest of victories. Just to watch out for the hammer. Really glad we could beat the first boss up 9 minutes into the video. Welcome everyone to Stormvale Castle, realm of the first demigod, Godric the Garfted. And if I can't get to him in 20 minutes, the lasagna is free. Stormvale is a complex, multifaceted dungeon with various paths, only one of which is correct. So instead, we take the side route across the wall, past the knife birds, and into a Chinese chemical factory. So after cracking open a...
By the way, nevím, jestli to zmíní, ale tam takovej jeden, co vypadá jak tohleto, tenhle ten enemy, jedno NPCčko na začátku, co ho potkáte, ten jsem zjistil, zase až dlouho po dohrání té hry, že ten zmrt, když chcípnete v tom hradu, tak vám krade vaše runes. Krade vám vaši měnu, kterou máte jako sebrat. Sebere vám nějakých 20% z toho, to jsem vůbec nevěděl.
The cold one with the boys, we ascend the political compass until I have authority over life and death, which coincidentally leads us to the castle grounds, and I didn't know they made Irish birds. Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but the clamp of my ass cheeks keeps alerting me growing. Alright, it looks like we're finally making some progress. All we have to do now is get through the, He's quite the handyman, knows how to work with his hands. You could say he's quite the handful. Better use this door to keep him at arm's length. I'm very funny, by the way. Stay tuned for more laughs and gags on The Big Bang Theory, Sundays on NBC.
I'm sorry, Odie, but I could not stop myself. After all, it was a Monday. And I hate Mondays.
Pizza delivery for Garfield?
It's called lasagna. Pizza Hut really ought to work on serving giant castles.
I work for Domino's.
Then it sounds like you could use a bit of a hand.
God damn it!
Making the pizzas. I command you to laugh. Do you know what I've gone through to make that joke?
In this battle against Godric the Minecrafted, we put our patience to the ultimate test as Grandpa pilots his fucking Massacre Evangelion straight into the housing market. Much like his titular cat, Godric is a fucking gremlin who attained his abilities by entering Friedrich Fastbear's Mega Pissplex in the year of our Luigi 1987 and then sewed the children therein to his wacky animatronic suit. They call him William Grafton, but besides that, his coordination is subpar since he has to migrate a mosh pit to attack you, and it's quite excessive. Godric holds all of his attacks until the heat death of the universe, which means you have to pay attention to his arm carefully, and that's pretty difficult when he's shaped like a four-dimensional object. I'm finding it pretty hard to keep track of him. He seems to morph around when so we fight him slowly and with attrition, like the Viet Cong, dodging, slicing, and dying until eventually reaching the Oh god. I guess he didn't need a hand. So to overcome the taxes on his 401k, Godric decides to order a bad dragon to release his Todd Howard's The Skyrim.
Finally, I have the power to cook all the lasagna I want.
Welcome to phase 2, bitch.
You're going in for me, you stupid monkey. Guy wants the lasagna.
This is the best game ever made.
Já pak, jako, je to takhle s hodně Souls hrama a s hodně Souls bossama prostě, když serete se s ním půl dne A pak zjistíte, že má druhou fázi, která je ještě těžší. Tak je to i s Godricem, no prostě. Serete se s ním tady, Bůh ví jak dlouho, rozjebe vás tou sekerou a potom v půlce životu prostě urve hlavu drakovi, nasadí si ju místo ruky a začne po vás plivat oheň. Jen tak.
Round Table Hold, my favorite location. There's really nothing else like it in the realm of physical science. Speaking of which, it's been at least 3 seconds since a homeless guy yelled at me. Let's fix that without going to Los Angeles.
Hey, people.
Oh god.
It is I, the Lore Man.
Okay, do you know the bathroom?
My IQ is the highest among all Reddit.
That's not saying much.
Did you know Renala of a full moon resides?
Okay, you know what? Never mind. Let's just talk to this is worse. Let's come back to that eventually. Oh, I guess I'm stuck here. Fuck. Congratulations, we've made it past the first demigod out of 6.5. I'm sure his subjects will remember him fondly. Remember all those adventures we had together, all those places we've been. That was 10% of the map. I'll probably finish these videos in a nursing home. This is the rest of the game, and wow, I better call Gandalf for that.
To není zbytek hry, by the way, to je dalších 20% té hry, co vidíte? To je nejlíp vypadající oblast, co jsem kdy viděl v jakýkoliv videohře. Nehrál jsem Monster Huntera ještě, ale sam mi říkají, že taky to vypadá dost cik, ale tohle to prostě, když vylezete z toho Godricova Cam Dungeonu a otevře se před váma fucking Liurnia. God damn, to je pocit, na který je zapomenu. To je tak úžasný prostě. Woo!
That shit because we've got a ways to walk. Welcome everyone to Ligma of the Lakes, the largest swamp that Miyazaki was allowed to build. 30,000 men have already died, and on today's episode we will be heading to the second demigod on my list of political dissidents. Renala of the Red Lobster, Queen of Caria, for at least the next 10 minutes resides in the magical academy of Malaysia Lucario. And to get there, we need to head across a biological minefield known informally as the Crustacean Nation. It is here that we face our greatest challenge, the fucking shrimp. I'm starting to think that PETA has a point. So anyways, we head through the gauntlet, past the Octo Sketty, and get completely sidetracked until I end up in fucking Nipton. But we're gonna skip over most of the side content. You could say that we don't have the time to hang out. Just know that you can find this area by Google searching Elden Ring Albania. This one is for all my baby girls. I see your comments, ladies, and they make me smile. I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you least expect. So after heading through the ruins of my marriage and killing the white people, we make it to the Hogwarts, only to find that the way is blocked by a mysterious seal, and next to it lies a map which leads straight to the key. Their security is dog shit. This puzzle should be pretty easy. All we have to do is get past the dragon that's waiting there. This game has a lot of dragons in it, so I'm going to keep a count. Just know that it doesn't get easier. So now that we've broken into magical racism land, it's time to enact our revenge upon Chris Angel Mindfreak in one of the most pretty good-ish dungeons of the game, featuring brand new challenges and enemies such as the Spastic Child, this man 30 times in a row, and a homeless guy who helps me extract the blood from my body. Raging Lucario is a fairly linear dungeon with some rather unusual architecture. Now, I'm no interior designer, but why is the entrance to the school a graveyard? Is this America? Anyways, we drive past Ohio as quickly as possible until we end up near the lecture hall. Singular. There is only one in the entire school. I guess they just do it on Zoom. And for today's lecture, what is the dog doing?
What is the dog doing? This off-brand sif,
The answer is stabbing me. This is one hecking Speederino doggo who is frankly an insult to every wizard in the school. Their valedictorian eats his own shit. The gimmick for this chonking pupper is that he combines beast-like aggression with powerful magical attacks, but none was so devastating as when he corrupted my drive, which destroyed this video. The last minute of footage was reconstructed from memory, but besides that,
OK, díky za heads up, jedeme dál.
His moveset is varied and intense, requiring expert evasion or just a lot of healing. It really is a shame that his health bar is the size of an amoeba. I guess my weapon's just covered in chocolate. Wow, this is just like my favorite show, Family Guy. So before we take the 30-second walk to the next boss, I acquire some fat drip so I may no longer appear fatherless. Now on our search for a classroom that can't be rated, we head up the stairs to experience bowling in VR. And after learning how to phase through oncoming traffic, we become sidetracked again as I am teleported straight to the Turtle Pope, who wants to sell me things. His existence isn't explained, and I don't want it to be. Only horror lurks behind that stare. Let's move on to something less disturbing.
Turtle Pope je nejlepší. Doslova nejlepší NPCčko v celé hře a možná v celých Dark Souls. OK, Patches existuje taky. Ne nejlepší, ale nejužitečnější, protože mu můžete dát jakýkoliv tome, jakýkoliv scroll a on to prostě všechno přijme a dá vám všechny ty sorceries, co tyhle ty scrolls a tomes odemykají. Nemusíte hledat milion fucking NPCček, že moment, tohle je svitek Death Prince scroll, takže to nemůžeme dát někomu, kdo je z Golden Order, protože ti jsou proti ním, ten by to nevzal. Možná by se mě pokusil zabít, takže musíme najít priesta, který nemá problém s Death Sorceries, který mu můžu dát tenhle ten svitek a Turtle Pope, fucking Miriel, želvák, ne, prostě svitek, dávaj, tady to máš, co, tome, OK, Golden Order, draci, oni bojovali proti sobě, I don't give a shit, I'm a fucking turtle, tady máš sorceries, fakt nejužitečnější NPCčko ever.
I can't believe I went to college without once seeing Ben Shapiro.
Tohle bylo...
I said less disturbing.
tohle bylo disturbing, to je fakt, no. Oh no.
What is up, guys, and welcome to episode 391 of my Minecraft Let's Play.
This is a preschool, ma'am.
Today we're going to be messaging my underage fans on the internet.
Oh boy. Welcome one and all to Child Slaughterfest 2002-2s. That's right, this is an American school after all. And in this battle, we're going to be teaching these kids the harsh realities of the hood. Now, I know what you're going to say, and hopefully it's not a police report. Maxor, this fight looks kind of easy, like taking candy from a baby if the candy was still beating heart. This is accurate. In fact, all you have to do is find the correct one to turn inside out, at which point Renala basically lets you go to town. The reason for this is that we aren't fighting a demigod. This is the demigod's ex-wife, who was dumped after she gave birth to 30 of herself. To some extent I can understand, but goddamn that child support. Kinda feel like I'm doing him a favor.
Good evening, Twitter. This is your boy, Eat That Pussy 445.
What the fuck?
And about like 30 to 45 minutes ago, I beat the fuck out of my dick so goddamn hard.
Yep.
That I can't even feel my left leg. My left leg has been totally numb. And my dick has...
I guess there's a phase 2.
Yep. Tohle je jeden z nejlepších boss roomů celý Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne,
which means the challenge is getting anything close to her. This fight is essentially Dark Susquindlin if he/them were a good boss, using a vast array of magic, other bosses, and the power of Goku to socially distance your skull from your neck. But even still, it's very manageable if you have any semblance of patience. My editing might tell you something about how I did. 70% of this fight is waiting for my turn. It's like I'm trying to stab Julius Caesar.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so we can take this video to the moon.
After sufficient damage is dealt, we find out that her second phase has a second phase and its other bosses, including, of course, this bastard again and...
To je jako hodně taky, že moment, tahle druhá fáze má druhou fázi. Jo, to je tak s Godfreym, to je tak... nemůžu si vzpomenout, ale je to tak, no. Je to tak, určitě.
The actual straight-up pack of wolves. Just make sure that you don't die, otherwise it's back to the daycare. Needless to say, this fight is a visual and gameplay feast, and by that I mean it does not end. The divorce may have hit hard, but it is hitting me harder, so let's do to her life what her husband did to the marriage. Oh, there goes the camera.
Ale má pravdu, z lore perspektivy má pravdu. Renala není demigod, Renala byla žena. No ani ne demigod, ani jako poloboha, jako Radagon je něco trošku většího, já to nechci úplně spoilovat, jestli to on tady neřekne. A pro ty, co to ještě nedohráli. Ale je tam twist, je tam docela twist, no a Renala není demigod, nemá svou Great Rune. No, takže z lore perspektivy má pravdu, je to fakt, no. You're going to Brazil?
I fucking hate this place. It's making me want to minimize the amount of air I breathe.
Greetings again, Tarnished.
Yeah, okay.
What knowledge do you seek that brings you to my domain?
Okay, so I've been to Red Lobster once already. Where do I go next?
Caelid.
What?
You must continue your adventure in Caelid. Is that a problem?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong with Caelid.
Brazil.
Hey guys, needs McTherapy here. Today we're gonna be playing
to byl
Land.
Crow, jak se to jmenuje? Česky.
Welcome to Caelid. It's basically made of German bedtime stories. Who can forget such legendary tales as Der Vogel, Der Bachpfeifen Gesicht, and most terrifying of all, Das Kinderschredder. I'm sorry if you speak German, by the way. That's
Das Kinderschredder. Já, ti psi jsou, jo, Kinderschredder, jo, to je fakt, no. A ty fucking ptáci jsou ještě mnohem horší. Ti psi jsou nic, ti ptáci skurvený.
Gotta be my least favorite disability. And on today's episode of Amnesia The Dark Descent, we are invited to a festival and slumber party where the sleep is permanent, all for a chance to face off against the third demigod on my Club Penguin friends list. Star Scourge Radon, captain of the hospice, resides within the walls of Redmane Castle, where every year he throws a party to see who can keep their limbs the longest. The price of admission is just getting anywhere near him, because sometimes life is just a Bulgarian and you are an unstolen car. So we ride, vaguely and in some direction, encountering many horror.
Sometimes life is just a Bulgarian and you're on a stolen car. Beautiful. Amazing.
Fine creatures beyond the reach of God and locking myself in the cum dungeon. The other kids laughed at me. They called me Jizzy Johnson, but now it is I who is laughing at them.
Cheesy Johnson.
Oh cool, it's another dragon, and this one is quite the special encounter because we get to fight him in the volume of an aquarium. He can't really touch anything, otherwise he decouples his existence. Hey, what's up guys, Maxor here, and today we're gonna be gaming on the moon, because that's what this shit feels like. In fact, I heard you like dragons so much that I made an entire part of the map called Dragon Barrow, and I filled it with, you guessed it, an obscene quantity of dragons, because truly we have not fought enough of them. I don't want to be here anymore. Let's put this in the future episode box. So far, we've seen a lot of traumatizing things, enough to give half of all American politicians cardiac arrest, but I've been saving the best for last, and by best, I mean the most evil game design ever conceptualized. The Swamp of Aeonia lies just within the center of Caelid and contains enough AIDS to make Ronald Reagan sweat. This region, and pretty much all of Caelid, but mostly this fucking abomination, is infested with scarlet rot, which is like poison if it was made of radium, and get this, it's spreading. You can't even use a horse to bypass the radiation, because an NPC just invades you in the middle of the swamp. It's like I can hear the dulcet tones of the game director laughing at me. For your crimes, I am sending you to the moon. This place is filled with all kinds of new and interesting ways to die, and my favorite lies at the center of the swamp, where we can find Commander O'Neill and his Bostonian ketamine mafia. Surprisingly enough, this is the only thing here that can't kill me. His moveset is so simple, it's Amish accessible. You could build a barn around him in the time it takes for him to do damage. Maybe this boss would be better with a second phase, one where he whips out his lightning cock and pulverizes me until I'm gravel. But you know, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Also, he drops his ketamine needle, which I will now put to very good use.
O'Neill je easy, nechápu, proč ho lidi chtějí čízovat, když doslova stačí zůstat na tom koni a jezdit a zmlátit ho. Ale má pak ještě, pak je ještě druhej, Commander O'Neill, nebo General O'Neill, nebo jak se kurva jmenuje, v Castle Sol. To je svině, to je absolutní, vole, sračka. Nesnáším O'Neilla a jeho fucking McThundercock. Největší problém je, že je mandatory, aby se člověk dostal k jinému úžasnému bossovi, takže
You're a horse, right? We're in Redmane Castle now. This entire level can be skipped because I think the devs realized that Caelid is the actual level. Do you even know how many dogs were euthanized on my way here? Don't worry, you aren't actually missing anything unless you're a big fan of cats, such as life on the Serengeti. So, welcome to the Festival of Ramadan. There are 2 attendants in total, and one of them is this guy.
Hello again, Tarnished. How was your journey down the well?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just passionate about my cuisine. Speaking of which, did you ever find those children I talked about?
Welcome one and all cost to Child Slaughterfest 2022. No.
Shame.
You know what?
Shame.
Maybe the jar will be a bit up.
Lisa called Jar Jar Binks. Lisa, your humble servant.
Okay, never mind. So with a stroke of obscene luck, we find a mostly sane person who tells us via YouTube Rewind that Radahn is not here. Technically. You see, this castle is his euthanasia clinic, and we are going to pull the plug. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I have to charge my Switch. His consciousness has been gone for several hundred years due to the demigod Malenia, who is the Blade of Miquella, by the way, but that is a story for later. Essentially, his mind was eaten by the Scarlet Rot, but this man is literally too angry to die,
Blade of Miquella, a to jméno, když s ním bojujete, si budete pamatovat líp než své vlastní jméno, protože voda ho řekne pokaždé, když vás zabije, a že to nebude jenom jednou.
Attempt number 500 to kill him. So, I'm liking these odds. I'm just built differently. Very Will Smith-friendly. Let's, go start the mercy killing. And, why is he so far away? Are those summon signs?
Yep. Radahn je experience. Je to skvělej boss.
Welcome everyone to the open world RPG where I roleplay as the victim, and today we're doing one of the best fights in all the video games. Starscourge Radahn is a big, buff, absolute unit of a boss whose only instinct is recycling your flesh back into the ecosystem. But you are not alone in this battle. There is no limit on how many people you can summon, and if they die, then you can just do it again. I'm sure they won't mind. I have essentially converted the game into an RTS. Gotta fight raid boss Radahn in World of Employee Harassment. Now, you can fight him alone as a real gamer, but why would you? This is a goddamn festival, and I will not be having sex by myself.
Fuck. Přesně tak, jako lidi říkají, jo, Radahn nás neporazil, pokud se neporazil sám. Bitch, je to festival. Je to Festival of the Starscourge Radahn. Pozvu všechny svoje homies a vytáhneme mu páteř prdelí. Prostě takhle to funguje.
Before you can even reach him, Radahn is sniping your ass with the accuracy of my opinions on the internet and firing a frankly suspicious amount of arrows from God. If you want to exercise the privilege of fighting him, you have to earn it. And that is the easy part. Even with summons, you need to pay full attention to his moveset, as his attacks swing wider than American elections and hit harder than a freight train on a semi. Now, you may have already noticed, but that is a comically small horse. It's like I'm looking at Chiquale Onale. This is because, in addition to being built like a steel mill, Radahn has the power to defy gravity, which constantly gets him into fights with solar bodies. This man is skateboarding a horse and holding back his stars while killing everyone he comes into contact with, and he does it from the hospice. Radahn is an absolute god among chads, and this fight's intensity lives up to that and then some. And that is just phase 1. Phase 2 starts when he, jumps into the upper atmosphere.
Yep. To bylo insane, když prostě si odskočil z planety, pak se vrátil jako fucking meteorit. Absolutně úžasný fight. Neskutečný. Až se překonali. Je taky se fakt překonal. Tohle je insane.
Jesus Christ, he is a thick one.
Yep. That he is. A tahle scéna je taky.
Oh god, I think my Zodiac just killed itself. This is sure to negatively affect the trout population.
This will surely affect
someone please think about the economy.
Úžasný. Amazing. Amazing. Nemůžu se dočkat druhé části. A to je Maxor, vážení a milí, ano. Já už jsem zvyklý na tenhle styl editu. Můj mozek už se přizpůsobuje. Každopádně, Elden Ring, jak říkal, prostě, maybe the best game ever made, maybe. Nejspíš udělám reakci na další části, pokud jich bude víc, protože rozhodně se nedostala ani do půlky tady. Chybí ještě spousta, takže aspoň 3 části tohle by měly být. Ode mě už to bude všechno dneska. Já se s váma rozloučím, říkám, tohle je asi poslední video před Anime Festem, který dělám. Pokud byste mě nebo Jiru tam chtěli potkat, tak tam budeme. Já jako Nejlepší, Jira jako Dragon Slayer Ornstein. Já se s váma rozloučím, děkuji za sledování a běžte dát odběr Maxorovi. A zatím, čau.